Well, hello everyone, um, and welcome back to this biology exams revision for my high school students, biology students, before they went on the Xmas break last year. Um, this is just to, whilst at home, get them to, appreciate the the solutions or the answers we expected of them insofar as the questions, the biology exams you took is concerned. So this is the second part of it to review the question 2. Okay, so let's get into it. The first question was a unicellular organism, identification of parts of a unicellular organism, and this is an amoeba. It's of high grade for students to be able to, identify or make out the organism, therefore be able to identify the parts. Okay, so what are the parts? So we have I. So we have I, then IV. So the I is the contractile vacuole, all right, because an amoeba, they need a contractile vacuole. And the way you know that is the contractile vacuole, one of the ways is that it's usually transparent, organelle, okay, in the drawing, okay. All right, then you have pseudopodium, which is an extended part of the cytoplasm of the amoeba. Then you have III, the darkened structure is the nucleus, okay, and usually quite sizable, quite large, one of the largest in the cell. Then the IV is the food vacuole. You can see here the trapping of the or the engulfing of a substance within that membranous structure within the cytoplasm. Okay, so that's what you use that particular one. That's the criteria you use to identify that it's a food vacuole. Okay, so each one is worth 1, so the total is 4 marks. Alright, we were asked here to place some organisms in the table according to their level of organization. So these are cells, tissues, or organisms, unicellular organisms, and so on, that we're asked to identify them in terms of their level. Okay, so we have cell. So under cell, you can place amoeba. Amoeba can also be under a unicellular organism, right? So either one, not both, either one will get you 1 mark. Then for tissues, we have hydra, and then lining of the mouth. Then you have under organ, you place onion, bulb, and then organ system, we have a unit that performs life activity. Organism, we have man. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to go about it, and each one is worth 1 mark. So we have about 7 marks here for question 2B, that is. Then for question 2C, said 3 ways, should give 3 ways cells exist and give an example each. So we have single and free living, and for that we have examples like amoeba, paramecium, Pyramidomonas, euglena, ova, and so on. It is not enough to just say unicellular. Here we are looking at unicellular, that's single and free living, right? Okay, so each is what, if you give the the form that the cell exists, that's 1 mark, excuse me. And if you give an example, it's worth 1 mark as well, so 2 marks for each. Then we also have filamentous organisms like Spirogyra, Eudogonium, Zygema, Oscillatoria, so on. So that one too is worth 1 mark. So either one you give is 1. Then we have those that live in a colony. So for colony or colonial organisms, we have Volvox, Pandorina. That's an example of them. Okay. Then As well, we have those that are parts of a multicellular organism, like red blood cell, palisade cell, nerve cell, sperm cell, egg cell, and so on. So question 2C gives a total of 8 marks, right? 8 good marks. So that was the end of question 2. I've just added some few diagrams of some of these organisms that are not so common. We probably didn't treat in the course um, of the semester by way of diagram. So I'm adding that so that you can appreciate that. So this is a diagram of Pandorina. Looks a lot like the Volvox, right? So they are colonial um, organisms. Have so many organisms that live independent lives, and they are together. Okay, they live together, but the one does not really depend on the other. They are all independent, quite independent. Okay, then you have the filamentous ones like the Oscillatoria, then Eurygonium. Okay, so thanks so much for watching this second part. That's the question 2. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this. Um, yeah, just we just aim to improve on the learning of biology and then the teaching of biology too in different ways. So any comment is welcome. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.